Welcome back in. Last time we left off, we were starting our investigation in the third trial here. And yeah, we got to figure out who killed our girl, Ibuki, one of the good ones, and Bitch Face McGee Haiko. All right, so last time we left off, we were about to leave the Titty Typhoon music venue. And we got to go to the Hotel Holiday Inn and check for clues there, and we gotta go back to the hospital, check for clues there as well. So let's go to hospital first, because I think Ibuki's kind of more the key factor here and stuff. Also, it's been a few days since we recorded last time, so I'm trying to like remember everything a little bit. I do feel like there's some tomfoolery going on here of like, I think somebody tricked Ibuki or something of that nature, or maybe somebody else was sick. Like I'm thinking maybe Haiko was sick technically because she was quarantining herself and things like that. But I don't know. It's hard for me to say, because I do remember the start of this chapter when everybody was like showing symptoms of stuff. When Mikan showed up, she goes, "Who are you again?" Like she forgot. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Anyways, Chiaki, how you doing, girl? I feel like I haven't been here in a while. I mean, same. It's been like a few days at least. Even though it's only really been a few days. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Hey, you prepared the surveillance camera unit, right? Hey. Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. I didn't get this from you. Or wait, I didn't get... Sorry. My ears like need pop on them. All right. Like throwing me off. Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Right. Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then if there were other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, the surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed from the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed from the music venue, yeah, vice versa. Okay. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't been able to communicate. So I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to see that via the hospital, vice versa. He literally said vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if the surveillance camera exists, it's impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, it wouldn't have been able to use it. We wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. Man, my ears. You know, like when you get that like pressure in your ears, like you gotta like pop them. I hate when that happens. It just happened to me randomly just now. Anyways. All right, so let's look at the surveillance cameras. Surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk, as long as the menu, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I wanted to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. Flashback. It showed the music venue stage where there's a black curtain hanging there like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and hip bag on their head appeared. I don't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder without any hesitation. She climbed the stepladder at her own free will and then grabbed the rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Ah, hold on.
Well,
Final Flash. Anyways, actually, Final Flash is 2 hands. Sorry, my nerdum's wrong there. At the time, you said you didn't know that the person wearing the hip bag was Buki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the ladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. You don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure it out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the 2nd floor. I'm heading there now. What the heck? She's running away all of a sudden? She said the conference room, but why did she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might be overthinking it, but did she seem a little upset? Okay. I'm thinking what it was, or I'm getting a feeling of, is that Ibuki
now then.
was being tricked into doing it or something. But then, like, she had the gullible sickness. So I feel like it was something like, oh, go up here and do this. And then she got there in position. Then somebody was like, kicked out the ladder from under her feet, or just raised up the thing on her and just killed her that way. No, just a guess. We'll find out. I'm getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. Oh my gosh. No thanks. Sure? You consented, right? She beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey.
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear the hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're all out of stock. Out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be one more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Buki died wearing one, so only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, then if I have no choice, then I should use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? You were saying I should wear one I already wore? That's gross. But then she's gonna wear one Nagito wore? That's even more gross. What the fuck? Wearing clothes someone else is wearing. Yep. Oh my god. This game, I'm getting a step ahead of it. I apologize, viewers out there in YouTube land. Anyways, no time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta be back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. All right. So we've not been upstairs at all. That was weird. I was expecting a cut scene or something there. Like, you know, little load cuts. I wonder if there's a Monokuma doll up here. What was that? Okay. There's a conference room. It's weird that she mentioned conference room, but yet we've not been up here yet. I don't think I was ever able to get up here. I got my own, like, free roam. This isn't room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. It's all cluttered medical equipment. It looks like strange storage. If this is the only on-call room, working at a hospital must be tough work. So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck's going on with this island? Interesting. There's a bed, resembles patient's bed, no time to rest. Maybe we've already been in here technically during like cutscenes and stuff. Medical equipment, nursing tools. It's like no particular catch my eye. All right. I might be getting ahead of myself. Maybe I should go into the conference room because it's probably gonna tell me to come in here in a minute. Like I did back in chapter 1, checking out the one room, you know. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Huh, where's the switch? Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. It's gonna be fully What's gonna be fully exposed? Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out your eye. I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. What the fuck? No sooner did I finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There's a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it. I got it. Got what? The curtains in this conference room were designed to completely black out light. Blackout curtains are pretty dope. Just saying. Got one in my office, though I haven't really used it yet. There's a projector in here. Excuse me. There's a projector in here, so they probably be careful. This yawn needs to go away. Okay, sorry. There's a projector in here, so they're probably careful about light shining through. See, a blackout curtain blocks out light, so it's enough to, so it's long enough to reach the floor. That's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. Why is it so dark? So is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what's this all about? That bit about being embarrassed if I look and troll fail? I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move to a different place. Huh. I said there was... Oh, damn it. I see the Monokuma. I saw the Monokuma. He's up in the fucking rafters. That's cheeky. Hold on. I just happened to glance up as I was like leaving. Golly.
I've been found.
How many is that here? Let's count. Let me check my pet too. Clean, clean. Do I have another present to give it? I can't give it those presents. Those are key items. Could give it the crystal ball maybe? I don't know. Some of this stuff is like key items, so it's hard for me to say. Give you a tissue. We got 2 of them. Hey, you're happy. Cool. All right. Yeah, I can't remember how many Makuma dolls I had here. I don't know if it was 3 or 4 for that one. Golly, so it could be up in the rafters. That makes me feel like I might have missed one somewhere else in like the rafters of a building. And there's 2 Monokuma dolls here, so interesting. All right, so now we gotta go all the way to the motel. Again, when it comes to like my guess on who could be the killer here, it's real hard to say. I definitely don't think it's Fuyuhiko, not Chiaki. I don't think, just because of the timing of stuff, it's not it's not a Gundam here, because he was here when we got here and somebody had to be at the venue there doing Heiko's body rig there. But it's like, it's hard to say then who it did. Sonya, maybe? She wasn't around technically. But then near was Kazukichi, I guess, but I don't know. I just remembered I never went inside any of the rooms of the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Heiko's room is. I might be faster if I ask someone. Well, Gundam should know. You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Heiko staying in? Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. Hehehe. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I'm sure it's about the same, honestly.
Damn right.
Talks to his parents like, haha, in the world. Yes, mother, I did the dishes. I swear I'll go to bed early tonight. I won't stay up studying my books on the occult. Anyways, hey, Hajime. Yeah, bitch ass. Can you explain to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? Oh my god. That's one thing I get irritated about this game, and they did it last episode with the word imitation. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta go to the theater too. I almost forgot about that. Movie theater. But they repeat so much shit over and over in such a short period of time too. It's like, oh my god, they really try to hammer it in. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Anyways, it was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging in the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to you guys. I met with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, he met with Mika and me. When we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason. So you had no choice but to break down the door and discovered Haiko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, Gundam. Did you hear me? A body was found. A body? Blah, blah, blah. Gundam. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami. I see. So Kazukichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Well, Haiko was killed between the time you saw Haiko's body and when someone broke the door, right? So obviously those are the two most suspicious since they weren't with us. Hey, look. He's reading my mind. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital and asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys were there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island? No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? That's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mika and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. Okay, so they did split up. That's what I was trying to get cleared, if they split up or not. He made it out like they did, but then he said, oh, we were looking together. So they did split up for a short period of time. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Haiko and wrapped up her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Haiko was killed and we discovered her body... What, do you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. Jesus. I'd want to know in advance what I would have to do to end up like that. So, okay, so again, I think Fuyuhiko is clear, but there is a slight time difference that Mikan was on her own. Again, I don't feel like Haiko died at that time because it doesn't say when she died in the notes. It just says how she died, like that her throat was slit. There's not very much blood, so she was killed somewhere else, so it had to be done at a different time too. Maybe Mikan ran over there just to throw the body up real quick, string it up. But it did say it wasn't very long, so I don't know. So Sonya, Kazukichi, and Mikan are the three most suspicious right now. Looks like it's locked. The key that was under her Komodo, maybe you could use it. Creak. It opened. All right, I should go inside. That looks pretty clean. So Haiko's staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my.
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Haiko put the key in her kimono, so I used it to open it. I see. Wait, she was inside here with the door locked? What happened? No, it just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What's she mean? Ah, I see the Monokuma. Jeez. It was a hard one to get.
No.
It's like the game tries to like snap to the thing around it. I'm a little confused. Did she walk in here with me? Or was she just in this room and has opened up a locked door with her in it? Like, what the hell? The moment Heiko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Guess I get it. Yesterday, I went to talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be a good idea for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time, and then I saw it. Heiko was crying and struggling with her kimono stash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but she could not tie the sash anymore. Haru was no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She had to be sick. Oh my god, that's what it was. Heiko had to be sick, but her thing was forgetfulness because she forgot Megan's name and she forgot how to do her kimono stash because Mairu taught her how to do it. Oh shit. So she was sick. I wonder how that's going to play in though. That explains why her shit was all fucked up. Oh my gosh. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh? There's my thought. It was a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Heiko told me that she learned how to tie the sash from Mairu. That Mairu kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie a sash on her own. She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mairu taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What'd you say?
Hugo, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
So I wonder if Heiko going was... She was killed as a bystander thing, like wrong place, wrong time kind of thing. Or maybe Ibuki was the original target. Huh. Okay. Anyways, I need to shut up and just let it play out. And that's when she kicked me out. Could it be Heiko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Heiko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told anyone this, or I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Heiko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Again, I think it was just bad timing. That isn't messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty, there's no way anyone could use it. I don't see anything that looks suspicious. There's no sign anyone made a mess in her room, and I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like it couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Her statement was good. And again, our statement from Fuyuhiko here was good. All right. So Mikan's whoops. I meant to run. I pressed the wrong button. Mikan and Kazukichi are looking like the two that are a little sus now. I guess Sonya is too, but I just have a feel it's not her. Pardon me. Don't know why I keep yawning. Well, I kind of know why. It's kind of getting late. I started this recording of this a little later than I intended, but
Hello there.
this was. Is the background clipping into the wall? Like the buildings and shit? Because it wasn't like that before, right? Huh? I don't know. Well, hello there, Hajime. Hi there, bitch face McGee, Nagito. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? Here we go again. The imitation case? I wouldn't know. I've never watched the movie yet. I see. You totally should watch this movie first. Hey, manager, customers here.
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me? Huh? Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
You said you wouldn't watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what a Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. Fucking A. You were so devoted to being Tsundere. Tsundere. You even brought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it. But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took out the sticker. See, it's this one. Why would I still have it in my pocket? I'm sorry, I was born stupid. You bought this sticker for that amount of money? But in the end, you're going to watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. Okay. Here you go. Oh, movie sticker or ticket's good. The Wizard of Monami. Like Wizard of Oz. It already says on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay? Hajime, about the invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep it safe. Huh? Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. Well, I guess if he's... Oh. I can see... I could see that being the case. So in the trial, if they try to throw suspicion on me about it, I could be like, here's my proof that I didn't see the movie yet before the murders. Okay. I get that. I guess I should wait till he gets some of his preparations. Yeah, I think I don't remember this being like this last time. Like all this, I think it's glitching or something. The goods counter. That reminds me, that item should be at the top of the counter. Tote bag. The tote bag's gone. That means
What's this?
what? Whoa there. Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Bad.
Well, it's too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid. There's a way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that revealed who the killer is. So the killer bought it. Ah! I remember you said there is only one because it's a limited item, right? Yeah, it's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with a bonus prize. When you buy one bag, you get another one free. So you get 2 bags. For some reason here you say that pisses me off.
well now.
Okay, anyways. That statement kind of threw me off. Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of my tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait.
Okay. Why do I feel like this is gonna be dumb? Dumb, dumb, dumb. Jeez. I apologize for keep you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D? That sounds so half-assed.
Now, Ben, please relax and enjoy the film.
You know a film that doesn't suck? 13 Slaves to Xmas. Look it up on Tubi and other video streaming
Monokuma
platforms.
was born in a remote village full of old.
I was a part of that.
Death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Really?
He
Okay.
also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
But how's this? The first part is
After a lot
matches.
of stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
You know what I was thinking was, because this is a Wizard of Oz like spin-off thing, I was thinking they were going to reference that like urban legend that one of the crew members was like hung himself in the background in one of the scenes, because it looks like there's a body hanging from the ceiling, like from a noose. It's an urban legend. You guys can look it up and shit, but it's like it's supposed to be like a cutout of like an animal or something. It just looks like somebody hanging from the ceiling. It's real weird, but yeah. Nobody died. On that film, at least. Eventually. He beat the crap out of Monomi.
In the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Hey, at least it wasn't a long movie, right? Okay. Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissue, one for each head.
So,
Okay. That's gonna be up here for a minute now. Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let outside right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Well, okay, hold on. So okay, the scarecrow is supposed to be Ibuki, obviously. The lion's supposed to be Akane, I guess, because she lost her courage and became like a wimp and stuff. But she didn't die. And stuff. But then the Tin Man, is that supposed to be Nagito then? That doesn't add up. And Heiko got sliced up, so could be her, but she seemed like she was forgetting things. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. It was... Or is it even okay to call it that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like I said, the characters were killed. The movie matched the victims in this case. Buki's death hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Heiko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. Okay, I guess yeah, I see that now. That but he said pumped you full of arrows, so it's like that's where I'm like, it doesn't really add up. I feel like somebody was trying to make the imitation there. But been a complete imitation of the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder. They should be upset about that, but I'm not sure if it's even true. I think maybe they... I still think it was just like a coincidence that they were going to just kill Ibuki. Heiko rolled up and they had to take care of her.
how's everybody doing? The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP. I'll see you soon.
It's already time. We need to go to that place again. Now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Heiko became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I could do is go. Go, go, Hajime. Do, do, do. All right. I'm thinking, man, I don't know. Once the trial starts unraveling, I could probably figure it out. But so far, each of these trials of the other 2, they really threw a curveball on who the killers were. Like they kind of didn't go the quite so obvious route. But I feel like this one, you can't really... It's pretty much one or the other kind of thing. I feel like it's either Kazukichi, Sonya, or Mikan. But honestly, I don't think it's Kazukichi. He doesn't seem like that type of person. Honestly. But then also Sonya with her alibi and stuff. I just don't think she's the one that did it. Unless she tricked her into going there. I feel like it was Mikan, because Mikan was so close to Ibuki at the time and could have just easily manipulated her. Anybody else would have had to sneak over there to Ibuki to get her out, and then all this. So it's like, yeah, I feel like it's Mikan, and that's gonna be big sad, man. Is everyone here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there.
Monomy's such a dumb child.
Jeez. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like, you say? Oops. Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I'll go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey.
That's not good. How's that fair? Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years. That seems like a shitty way to write off Nekomaru too. Like the way technically he would have died by being blown up by a bazooka. Cool. But to have him technically die off screen like this is just meh, you know, kind of thing. Anyways, more importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. But see, then I think it's bullshit, because then technically Nekomaru, he's not a part of this trial, so would he be punished if we all failed still? Even though he technically wasn't participating? Anyways. I'm so excited about that.
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go. All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you right, girl. Rawr. So, who are we gonna be left with after this? Stepped on the escalator. Suddenly noticed. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. Yep. Once everybody's inside the Monokuma Rock. It's so extra that it drops down versus just the elevator being right there and just goes up, down inside. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after this, we're going to be 8 of us left. That's crazy. That's crazy. And Mikan off that corner, making me a little meh. I don't know, man. Mikan is like 75% my suspicion, basically. And Sonya after that, then Kazukichi, I'd say. The elevator began to descend as usual. Nobody said a word. As I stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. So, how about that football game last night, guys? And then it descended as far as it could go and finally stopped. Bing bong. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of darkness. And I walked into that place. Ah. Interesting courtroom. I like that they do change the courtrooms up and everything, but it always, to me, always feels like the first trial always has the best courtroom setup so far, I've noticed. Again, Danganronpa 1, I love the first one. I think it was the second one wasn't too bad of a setup. But then they start getting like wacky with the design and colors and stuff. This one feels very meh. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not even here. That's right, so Nekomaru would make us 8 or 9 after this. Technically, we're at 10 right now. So, Nekomaru is really not participating. If he's alive, you should invite him. Why bother? What? Now then, let's begin. I mean, I guess he's got a point. Why bother? Because he's been out of the picture this entire time. So he's not the killer. And he has nothing to contribute to this, really. So, I get that. Makes sense. Beginning the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy to your heart's content. And so, the curtain for the third class trial is about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Haiko Bitchface McGee, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable little punk face, you'd never know she was actually a selfish and foul-mouthed bitch. But she did try to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mayuru's death. The person who killed these 2 is among us. Bum bum. I definitely can't believe it. It's a lot of pink on that screen. But whether I believe it or not, it's not. Or whether I believe it is not relevant. Oh, half pink on that screen too. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Haiko's sake, or just Ibuki's at least. And so the curtain on the third class trial is about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yep, let's save the progress. All right. Do I have any skills? Peach Muscle. Increases your truth bullet fire rate of fire effective during nonstop battle. Okay. Go ahead and equip that. And that's really all I got. I didn't get any others. Damn. Damn, that sucks, man. Okay. Trial, all rise. Dude, I love the graphics in this. It's like the animations and stuff. I want to incorporate this somehow on like my Twitch streams and stuff. A little bit more. Like when they like counter argument and stuff, or like that opening scene where like they're faded out and stuff. It's so good. So good.
During the class trial,
I don't have to read as much here.
arguments for who the killer is. And vote. If you vote correctly, I'll punish oh well, who cares about this boring explanation?
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Oh, damn. Katsukichi's throwing shade all around, man.
Empty head? What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Kind of has a point.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Thing too about that is it looks like the person in the video walking towards the stepladder, you don't see the black hair like you do there. Maybe it's just you just don't see it from that angle. I don't know.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital.
You know what's weird? It's just how the game is. There's not really a way that you can judge it. But like she said, she went and rested a bit. But it's like the timing literally from when I said, hey, go get sleep, walked to the lobby, saw the video and ran out was like literally like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, I guess, within the game. How was she able to rest in 5 minutes and then turn around and go check out people? You know, but we gotta make the assumption that maybe a little more time passed than that. But you know,
I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
I feel like get that body taped to a pillar, that takes a bit of time and some work. So
Not once, but twice in a row.
but again, it's like how much time really did pass in this. It's like it's hard to believe that 5 minutes went by from when I left there, went and recruited them, and then ran back and bust down the door. that somebody was able to run there and do that.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story
Knew it.
I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
You doubt me, bitch?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
Is this why he told me to keep the ticket for the movie?
Try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
I feel like that's why he wanted me to keep the ticket. It's just as Kazukichi said, Nagito's this guy who will confuse us and make things worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have to explain to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Oh my god. Looks so empty in here. Room key, surveillance, movies, invitation ticket. That's probably what it is.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Yep. That's what it is.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki
Ah,
hung
fuck.
herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating...
No, that's wrong.
Wrong, bitch. You were there when I went to the movies. You just trying to stir shit up.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no...
Which then again, I guess he is trying to prove I'm not a killer. He's doing his way to help me prove I'm innocent, but fuck you for doing this way, dude.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
See,
Huh?
what a fucking troll. See, Chiaki, take notes. This is how you be a troll, not your pathetic attempt at what you were doing earlier.
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or...
Unless just luck.
Tell him what happens in the movie. Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get
This is a motherfucking game.
I think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before,
Murder suicide, yeah.
the problem with this case is the killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
I still don't think that's the case, my dude. I think they hung up the body when we ran away, obviously, but I think she was killed during the night or a different time.
All we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music video?
Okay, finally, we get an actual time frame here.
Couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Okay, it's 10 minutes. That's pretty quick.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
So, wait. So if that's the case, then it would have to be Kazukichi or Sonya, because they were the ones MIA. We were busting down the door, everything.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
It's too easy, man, dude.
You two, Sonya and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together.
But again, he did say Mikan went on her own for a short period of time. How long was that, though? Was it around that 10 minutes? You know, but still, I feel like with that 10-minute gaps when him and her were, see, I don't know.
Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
He's not. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you? Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
But the thing was, didn't Monokuma... I'm trying to remember that when everybody arrived, didn't he say, hey, I went ahead and got everybody, or I brought everybody here for you? So he brought the others? Maybe? I don't know. Can't remember that part now. Goes inside venue. Think so. Is it really it? I don't think they were. I really don't think they were.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over. I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove it with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
I think it's the locking from inside thing.
They were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock
It's
was
gotta be
on
the
floor in front of
goop.
the door.
I forgot about the drumsticks.
Talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
Hmm.
I've seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think here. So that person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove it with my evidence. But there was a drumstick there, right?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
No, that's wrong.
Huh. Okay.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. It was glue? It was glue, yeah. That's right, because it was the poster glue.
Must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
I ate it.
Gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
Fuck.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
The way she said that, like she was just in shock about
In the gaps of the
glue
closed
being
door,
edible.
must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck.
Yep, but if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
That's what I was kind of thinking after
But it makes more
I almost
sense
answered it.
that the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
The fuck.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue,
Hajime.
Hiyoko and created a closed space.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Huh?
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue,
Oh, she's pretty clumsy too, but
they must have done it earlier than that.
hmm.
But when
Earlier.
Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
There we go.
Just reveal?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Scrap. Oh crap. What's poster board? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. Fuck. Hold on. I'm trying to remember Catch, release, explode, display. All right, that's it. I think it's nope. W. Not sure what that was. Oh, wallpaper. Duh. Duh. Wallpaper. No. Damn it. Need another P. Damn it. Damn, I keep hitting A thinking it's send to the fucking thing, but it keeps blowing it up. Okay. Nope. Oh my god, I'm fucking up so bad here. I know what I'm trying to do. I'm just doing awful at fucking spelling. Need R's. Fuck. There. Jesus Christ. Like I kept hitting A, blowing it up, and then I was sending it when I was thinking I was trying to blow it up. So much for doing this with no damage. I was doing pretty damn good so far.
Black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
I forgot it was wallpaper. I was thinking of the posters.
Right. You overlaid the scrap that was caught on the lighting, tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
I see.
We just happen to have the wallpaper in our pockets there to prove it. That's hilarious. I just now realize fucking chef dude here, or the cook, his fucking X on his face is a fork and knife. That's hilarious.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper...
I don't know if anybody else's was different. Doesn't look like it. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Haiko's body? If I trace it back from here, the answer should come clear. All right, let's give it a try. Wonder if what's her face is different. Pecco's. Okay, I forgot how to move. Rad. Or jump, I mean. I'm gonna have to like claw this on my controller. Question 1. Why did Haiko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was brought there. It was hidden. Like that's how I'm having to hold the controller right now. You can see. Like I'm Walshy playing Halo 2. That's a reference for some of y'all. If you don't get that reference, I'm sorry. If you do, you're awesome. Why did the killer hide her body? No! Fuck. I was holding A too long. I mean, technically, it could have hid it behind the curtain. Because it's a blackout curtain, basically. But the wallpaper on her body gave that away, though. All right. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. I think that'd be the answer. Makes sense. Yep. All right. I'll say it's not what I was thinking, but that makes sense. I was thinking they still. So it does make sense. Meekin could have done it. All she had to do was run over there, tear down the wallpaper.
Yoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah. By wrapping the wallpaper
What sorcery?
around the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Yoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
I guess I see that.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it
But
makes
how did they
sense to
hide
notice Ibuki's body
all that
was
wallpaper?
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling.
I mean, I guess they put it back in the thing, but it doesn't make much sense.
The baton light.
Terror, that's his name.
So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
You can see it now, the difference, but yeah.
The reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Yoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music video.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry.
Makes sense.
Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation
Oh
murders.
god, here we go again.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
Yeah, a lot. A lot.
Are you kidding me?
I think I counted it looking back. It's like 8 times I say imitation in like a 2-minute span.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
He said moth, like a moth that flies. But then but it said moss, and now she said moss.
I knew it.
Okay.
There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
So she saw the movie.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason they picked it to let their accomplice escape because they like movies, to mix up the killing order. I think it's that. Yep.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low...
Oh, that's right. She had blood on her feet. Her shoes.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer.
You're one to talk.
I know what we're getting at. Let's get to it. Also, that's hilarious. Heiko and Tarateru's pictures are actually like lower for like their height. That's pretty funny.
When Hiyoko died,
Oops.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
Consent.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound
Yep.
was a fatal slice
I feel like this case is like getting solved pretty easy.
right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
I thought it was going to be a big clusterfuck figuring this out, but so far it's been pretty straightforward.
Was mortally wounded, which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
I mean, she might not have been alive at the exact moment
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in
she died. Like, she could have walked over the blood or something.
Does that mean you have...
Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure?
Like, I want to like Gundam, but he's annoying as fuck too. Same time.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
All right, slice and dice time. All right. Smudge on the
You're
floor.
saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. See a nice nightmare?
Okay.
As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that that blood is Hyoko's.
Hiyoko was taped. Then it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Jesus Christ. I was sitting there slicing and dicing that.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
The smudge.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belongs. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
It's a blood.
Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that that blood is Hyoko's.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, but it's possible that the pillar still had blood. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
If I drop the story, there won't be any place for me to counter. Just a thought word from earlier. So the blood.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. But it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel proud of yourself. It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Damn it!
This one's kind of dumb.
Ibuki's feet belong to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Okay, so I have to do the blood thing, but so it's gotta be the smudge.
Crap.
It's gotta be a smudge.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
There goes. Okay. Jesus. Like I was getting confused, like because it was like in 2 phases, and I was getting confused what he was saying versus the countering. I hate the sword thing, just because it's like I'm so focused on slash, and I can't focus on what the thing is I need to actually counter and what I need to say in rebuttal. Like I have to almost go through it like twice just to get everything, and then actually try to counter it.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood.
I honestly couldn't even remember what the smudge was exactly. I just remember there was a smudge. I couldn't remember if it was blood or not.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body,
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out
skip
in
that.
the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If it's really not Mikon and it's like Sonya, I'm gonna be kind of surprised.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right?
Because again, the only 2 besides Mikon that's like sus is Sonya and Kazukichi.
Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
But I don't think it's Kazukichi at this point. Like he's like a 2% possibility to me.
It is wiser to retreat for now.
I feel like Sonya is a little more on the higher end. With how much she studied serial killers and stuff, she would know some of this stuff. You know, and she's the one I told Heiko about going to the venue there to get her sash tied.
Shut up and back off.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but
I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That
Yeah.
means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after.
Exactly. Unless there was an accomplice.
The killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
You know, this thought did occur to me for a brief moment, but it'd be very hard for her to fake her death there and get down and then do all that and stuff. Yeah.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
Also, I don't feel like Ibuki, because of what she was feeling, her despair disease, I don't feel like she would do it. I feel like somebody could have tricked her and said, hey, you should murder her, use her as a pawn kind of thing.
To fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
And that, but I really feel like the killer killed Haiko. Ibuki was there, saw it or something, and then they were like, hey, you should like kill yourself. And then she did it.
Her body would have been
Or
defective.
tricked her into killing herself.
If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind.
Like, Naruto's got good points and, you know, good ideas, but it's just how he goes about it. It's like, dude.
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Somebody trying to trick us.
Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
See, in that outfit, it makes it look like it's a dude. Like, that doesn't look like a girl's figure. Plus, you don't see the long hair. Pointed that out earlier. Can't see long hair here.
Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
And unless that's a recording,
Forced?
like before the live feed.
They used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
She was gullible. We already talked about that.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw.
Unless they had something in front of it, like a TV that played.
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Yeah. And that's where Mikon, whatever, has the weakest alibi, in my opinion.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
Oops.
if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
All right, so it's the person who doesn't have an alibi for that time. It's gotta be Kazukichi then. Because he wasn't around for any of that, but here was Sonya.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
I was totally sleeping in my
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel does.
what about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
I'm trying to think here. So I need to look at what my options are again.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Okay, so we've got Miken's account. Rapid to the Monokuma announcement that morning, Miken was with Hajime Otam. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check everyone, and realized Ibuki disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital, she searched for Ibuki. She was... So they're saying it can't be her because she was with me before the announcement. Though I still think she could have murdered her and then went, whatever. So it can't be that one. Fuyuhiko's account, after Fuyuhiko met with Miken in the front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. And apparently Fuyuhiko and Miken were only separated for a short time. Sonya's account, Heiko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it around. That's when Sonya apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue. What's my other options again? I can't remember. The video.
Right before the morning announcement,
Surveillance video. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital, it shows the person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climbed a step ladder towards the booth. I guess I could do Fuyuhiko's statement with what he says.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel.
What about you guys?
I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
I think so. So I don't have anything that will contradict. That.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have...
What traffic he goes to count?
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Okay, so it's not Fuyuhiko's. It's not Sonya's.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
All right, Mikan's count.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel,
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Oh my god, I keep shooting the fucking thing.
aside from those afflicted by the disease,
Fuck.
if nobody has an alibi, then
There.
No, that's wrong.
God, sorry it took me so long. I'm getting distracted by shooting the purples and I'm getting fucked over.
Hold on.
I think there's an achievement I still need for shooting more.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
We were in bed together.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Oh god.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top.
Oh my god.
Too much info.
Oh shit. She pissed.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
She pissed. I know that silence and then that just like tone. Yeah, she mad. She big mad.
And we went to the hospital together afterward.
She jelly face.
Together until right before the announcement.
I suffocated him with my titties. And he almost died.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
I mean, but the way this is leading me is like Mikan is innocent because she was with me and just the time of everything, she couldn't have done it. I still have my suspicion. But if that's the case, is lead me away from that. It's gotta be Sonya. It has to be. Because of her serial killer studies. And I think she saw the movie. I think. She already told Heiko about going to the venue.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
I still think it's Mikan. I still think the timing that they're doing here is wrong.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Different reason? In that case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? So then, what kind of trap is it? Intermission.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, mon ami. The moss balls are looking tasty today. Stop it. don't categorize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What? What's that? Now then, Mon Ami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a redhead stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you are whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It's just a boring appeal. Come on. If your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then I'm Sudami, magical miracle girl Sudami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. That was a weird one. I like how the other ones were like him gonna reveal the killer and tease it and stuff. Spoil it.
Seriously, we were supposed to have a fun. No! Everyone.
Do your best, yeah. So that's the same thing. Alright. Anyways. The reason the killer did imitation murder is the reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
But you didn't set that rule until after we were investigating.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
Yeah, I got
That's the one
stabbed by arrows.
was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Thank you. Good lord. That's why I was like, that doesn't make sense.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying
Yeah.
Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
Oh.
What?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but
Looks like my theory's coming to fruition.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Why'd you go?
You're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting.
Again, Sonya told her about the mirror there. She could have let her over there on purpose. Why Hayako went to music video. We already know. Like, why can't I just pull out the alibi statement?
why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
No.
She went of her own free will.
Yep, room key. I was thinking I was going to use her statement, but I guess now it's like we're going to talk about it.
Just as Sonia said, she went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Oh, Kane.
Saying my gut was wrong. This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Kane, girl. My queen. Stepladder, candle, smudge on the floor, Mikan's account, Fuiko, Sonia's account. It's probably Sonia's account. It's probably gonna...
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something.
Using the wrong stick.
The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room, forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down!
Oh, it's A. Ah, fuck. Or she's gonna...
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or... The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room, forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down!
Ah, spare me! There we go.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked...
She's gonna be like, oh yeah, you're right. Hee.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's... Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be messed up. She fought the killer.
There we go. Woo! I actually got lucky there. Not getting the other one in time. I knew that's what we were gonna go with. Or at least I was pretty sure.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Okay, girl. Is that consent?
Now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Oh my god. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Yoko would go to the music venue.
Don't worry, Akane. You can make it up to me later when this class trial's over. Then the killer, yeah. Okay.
That may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin.
I mean, she could have just been watching her, or just went there and hung out and waited.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Oh, don't say. Wrong place, wrong time. Like I said earlier.
Coincidence? When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Again, the timing and stuff. It could be Mikon.
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Kill his plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Even though he told him to shut up and never talk again.
Oh, am I allowed to speak? Oh, I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
I like the line delivery and some of this stuff. Like, you can just tell, just like, he's just like, fuck, dude, just tell us what you think, dude. Just shut up and just say it.
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Homie, you're like 10 minutes behind us.
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? Don't limit how useless you can be.
If you had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she was walking around.
It's very strange.
Strange?
I see, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. As Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the step ladder?
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading to this. That's why you didn't bring up suicide topic after all this time. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
I thought it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. Whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. Am I the only one to clear that up? I'm the only one who actually saw the video. I think it was a recorded video played on the monitor, like playing in front of the camera, because you saw the lines. Because when we were talking to the people the night before, I don't think that was on there. I don't think. Based on what we know from the day so far, figure out what's strange. Well, there's no blood. No. I wasn't clicking that. I was clicking... No. Fucking stepladder. Like, how... like, I like that thing so you can point out things, but it's like, it'd be nice if it told you what it was targeting.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
Huh. Mostly maybe like Ibuki was hanging in the ceiling, like hanging up. And then the killer killed Haiko underneath Ibuki. So the blood splatter got underneath the shoes and the ladder.
However,
but then that But then, yeah, that contradicts the order we've already decided.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video.
I see like that little line there. I think it's recording.
That is truly...
Something pre-recorded.
If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Why would there be two? Like, what?
Stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right?
Oh, shit. Is that what we're doing? Are we saying that Mikon ran upstairs to sleep, rest? She went into the conference room because there was the blackout light curtains there, which would match the curtains in the thing. The fucking stepladder. And that explains why the gown was missing. Oh my god, that's what we're doing?
That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
But I didn't notice another stepladder anywhere. Oh, God. What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene? I'm guessing at this point. F. Wait a minute. F. No, damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Fuck. Film. Oh my God, I keep pressing the wrong fucking thing. Ah, fuck. Filming location. That's what's gotta be, right? Oh my God. Ugh, fuck. Whoa. Fish. Fun. Good Lord. It's like they get to be so many of them going so fast. It's like, I mean, they're not even moving that fast.
The filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean,
That explains it. That's the big puzzle piece. It's Meekin. Has been Meekin 100% now.
The hospital monitor's supposed to display foot.
Then there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
They could have switched them. Oh, logic dive again. All right. Logic dive's not bad. It's just kind of boring. I like it better than hanging as a gambit, that's for sure. What part of surveillance camera do they tamper with the camera? Ooh, we'll still make that. A little trippy. Like I said, it's a little drawn out too. It's just like, okay, you know. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music hall or the hospital? Be the music. All right, last question. Well, wait. What did the killer do when the camera from the music venue surveillance camera unit? Increased signal. They took it with them. They swapped them, basically.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
That's it. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Come on, Akane.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
They destroyed it.
I see. The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something.
Excuse me.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means if it was filmed in another place, as long as it's transmitted to the hospital, the range is pretty limited. So it had to be the hospital. You know, and that's funny too, because that's where the Monokuma doll was, up in the rafters, and there's like poles up there, so you could easily tie a rope up there. That place in that building. Oh my god, fuck Hangman's Gambit. It's gonna be conference room, isn't it? Oh, sorry. This build. My brain being so focused on something else here. Ah. I need to destroy that. Damn it. No. Fuck. There you go. No. It's too slow. Need another O, please. Thank you. Jesus. I was going so smooth until the end there, and I just like fucking botched it. Conference room.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Okay. So now it's how they make it look like it. Music venue curtain. That's probably the curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Damn it!
Okay, so I did it backwards.
There's no way and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room?
Or did the music venue?
There.
That must be it.
I knew what I was trying to say. I just had it backwards.
Make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember,
Hence why they used the
a really flashy curtain
candle.
after the incident. It somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain
Oh, sick burn.
would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage.
Dun dun dun.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
God, I'm almost dead. I need more health. What else do they tamper with? It's gotta be the light.
I can prove it with
Yeah.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue were so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means
This case was pretty straightforward.
the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was light.
Once we realized that the filming didn't happen at the music venue, it's like, oh yeah, done.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail.
Just figuring out the why, basically at this point.
With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far.
Yep.
And the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
But imagine if he had ran upstairs to get Mikan versus trying to go save Ibuki. Imagine. Just imagine.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Which means there's fakes somewhere. The fake must have been...
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Yep.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
That's sad. That's... I don't know if that's worse, knowing that she was dead long before that. You know, that there's nothing we could have done. I don't know if that's worse, or knowing that like we were just right there at saving her. I don't know which was worse.
Actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
All right, so the moment trap was set for me.
The trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene.
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. If I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious, dude, at this point. Who the fuck else was there at the hospital? You know? Logically, by the time of death that we're saying that probably happened, the video timing and everything, literally, Mikan is the only fucking person. Yeah, Pecco's thing's not different. Mikan. Damn. You trying to snuggle her boobies up with me. The final goodbye.
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Unless she was sick with a despair disease, which I could kind of see.
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly.
Because she was zoned out with Nagito. So maybe she was getting little psycho urges.
She's right. A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital car.
Damn.
Is that also a coincidence?
Yep, got her. You need to get some rest. Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room.
But she actually went to the conference room.
That's
But
when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance. Put the bag on your head.
she got a bigger booty than that.
By doing that,
Just
you made
saying.
a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video.
We all seen it. Those cutscenes of her falling over.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
I just felt dirty the way he said that, man.
Slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Yeah, I agree with Sonya on that.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
I do.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Either it's one of two things. Either A, she is manipulating the fuck out of everybody right now, like Nagito would do, but better. Or two, she was fucking delirious from the despair disease, and now she does not remember doing the murders. But she still be guilty of them, even though she was out of her mind. Because that's what Monokuma was wanting. No, in fact, it'd be much easier if I was wrong. Much doubt I spent some time.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
He's gonna save the day, isn't he?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well,
A game within a game. Gameception.
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Hey, that's a huge deal!
a decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed stronger. But why is it like this? The loopy Buki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's...
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped
Oh.
Buki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
That makes sense. I didn't even really think about that.
The center of the rope was frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Ron, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates in a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh? More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Naruto's words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true? Rope used for hanging. Curtain.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Yeah.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicated. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Okay. Buki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it.
Yeah. I don't know. That seemed a little weird to do that. Maybe I'm getting tired. I don't know. That part seemed weird to me. If you guys think that part seemed weird, that argument to do this part with the rope, let me know in the comments. I feel like this case was pretty straightforward for the most part, but it's just like, I feel like now we're trying to do filler, basically, to make it longer.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikon?
Yeah, because she would know the difference.
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a
right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Yeah.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Plus, it's like I'm almost 100% positive at this point it's her. Why doesn't she just go with the thing like I'm exhausted from staying up and I haven't gotten sleep. I made a mistake. That would be the easy out versus just saying I just made a mistake.
To her death? Huh? And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the...
I don't think she was playing all along. It just worked out that way.
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
Forgive me?
Sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that...
You're friggin' annoying!
Everyone's hope.
If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
That was pretty deep, and I get it.
If you want
It's pretty
to
good.
believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Heavy shit, man.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Wow, that 180 though.
So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey!
And it makes sense she killed Hayako because she was done with her shit.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Because you murdered somebody. Actually, 2 people.
Is acting like this your strategy now? Wow, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
And she basically just admitted it.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm
Huh?
the same as friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah! That's right! Show me your proof! Because...
But everything points to you. So you have to then prove your innocence.
treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Again, her saying forgive me. It's like, okay, why would we forgive you? That means you did something bad.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. The video. I never filmed that video.
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find a hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
All right. Time to beat the beat. Okay. Need to make up my mind. One has to do it. One's gonna finish this. All right. It's like, all right, let's get through this dialogue. It's just like repeating at this point, pretty much. Oh, this isn't the beat. Blood on the souls. Hotel room. Scrap paper. Okay.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof?
Wait. Wait a minute. What if it was Nagito? That'd be crazy. I don't think they're going to change it last second like this, but what if it was Nagito? Like, holy shit, that'd be a curveball.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. Another one. Saw the video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
Okay, what's my options?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers?
No. Okay, hold on. I'm very confused about the way this is worded here. So I need to pull up the bullets here.
Damn it!
I'm gonna get game over probably. Okay. Alright, so blood on the soles. There's bloodstains on the sole of Ibuki's feet. Rope reason hanging. According to Mikon, there is no doubt that the cause of death was her hanging herself. Rope. It's not the scrap paper. Fuck, I'm trying to think of all the clues here to everything. AC unit. Yep. Could be her account, I guess. Oh my god, I hate this.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
No.
Who could have filmed that video?
Oh no. It's gotta be her account.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the... Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
It's something... Okay, so it has to be something she said. I don't know. This doesn't make sense. It's because everything they're saying does not match. Unless what Chiaki's saying there at the end, I've got to say Mikan's statement. Like nothing else adds up.
I'm not the killer!
Literally, scrap paper is nothing. Surveillance camera unit, I don't see that making sense. AC temperature doesn't really seem like it's making sense. Her account, maybe. Blood souls, no.
Do you have any proof?
Rope used for hanging.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body.
Is that really your... You could tell her body type.
kind of wanted to go ahead and get a game over there because I really don't know what the fuck this is. I don't get what I'm trying to say. All right, let me try this again. Yeah, retry. All right.
Never give up.
All right. Let's look at each statement one at a time. Because it's going so quick, it's hard for me to keep up, and I'm getting distracted by shooting the purple stuff too. The white noise, if you will. All right.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Hemp bag on her head. Okay. Hemp bag on her head. Is there anything that contradicts that? Statement. I don't think so.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Hospital gown. Okay, so hospital gown. It's almost like I'm missing a bullet here of like the gown missing from Akane. It's almost like I needed that statement. See, I don't think this was an option.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Slippers she had on. The only thing was the blood. But we already tried that. And that didn't work.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
I was going to do it again just to make sure.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that...
Wait a minute. I wonder if it's this. I wonder if it's the surveillance. I wonder if it's the surveillance camera with her saying the camera angle.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Dave, is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan
Clearly have... Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that... angle?
Nope.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you. Who could have filmed that video?
Ah, man. It could be the rope and the hanging.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan
Clearly have different... Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim camera... There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm so stuck on this. I have no idea what I'm missing here. What contradicts here? It's like nothing in my bullet list matches what they're saying. A mistake. And it's not going to be what Jockey says there, I don't think. Wait a minute. I can't do... Okay. My brain almost forgot. Like, I was thinking, I was like, wait, is bullet absorption in this? But I guess not.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp...
I can't absorb shit. Oh my god. I forgot. Why is it not listed here? In the fucking thing. I forgot I could even do it because I looked here and I didn't see it. Fuck.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on? Ibuki and Mika. Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video, just from that camera angle, just from that dim candlelight.
I think I know what it is now.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please, Hajime,
pay close attention and look. You're the only one who
can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay. Alright, so killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan
clearly have to... Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera
angle?
Fucking finally. Good lord. YouTube, I apologize. You guys are going to see the shortened version of this because I got stuck on this part for fucking way too long. Because I completely was oblivious to the fact that I could absorb the bullets. I forgot I could do that. And when you pull up the fucking, like, options here, if you look, well, now it doesn't show it. Fucking, it didn't tell me, like, you can, like, absorb them. Or whatever. I totally forgot about it. So, I was sitting here circling for a long time. So, apologies. There's a cut there to save you guys the headache of watching me getting frustrated and stuck for a very long time. So, here we go.
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
I mean, she could technically say that. I mean, it's kind of a bullshit thing, but it made sense. But, you know.
It's because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward.
Her saying that is what was, like, weird out of everything she said. And hence why I got stuck and was like, none of these look fucking right. Because I had to absorb a bullet.
You lied, didn't you?
You lie?
You serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Again, she's been saying forgive me forever now.
Huh? wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible. You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag.
Yeah, she's getting cornered.
Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie?
Yeah, but Monokuma said whoever bought it gets 2.
Decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
But there's 2 of them. We've already figured this out.
Impossible, don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Again, her saying forgive her.
Taking your stubbornness this far is such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Okay, new thing. Please hear me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting with the reload and ammo features will be added. Oh, fuck. You no longer be able to do with just the A button. Low tempo will make your number of bullets. From this point on, you'll need 1 bullet to destroy 1 remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy remarks, no matter how much you mash A. You will be able to refresh the buttons by pressing X to reload. Just like locking on the X button in time with the tempo maker. Controls are the same as A. Alright. Basically just have to press X to reload. It's limited edition. It's a first edition Charizard card. Wow.
Has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me?
I really hate that they get all like so backed in the corner and then they freak out. And it's like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. I think having doubt up until the very end is like would be cool. But everybody always goes to the I'm crazy chaotic now because you caught me. You know, having somebody just remain calm for the most part and just fight it is like pretty cool to me.
You still haven't forgiven me. I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
Not a fan of the
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for!
I'm not a fan of the full-time battles in this.
You still haven't forgiven me. I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2
The
places at the same time.
bonus. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me!
All right.
There's only one bag.
Theater bonus prize.
This is the end.
Jesus. I would have had a minute to go back. I clicked the first one, assuming, and I couldn't retry it. Like back out and do it again. When you buy the bag, get another one.
Which means it's not impossible to use that. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Guy got stuck on that part so fucking long. It's like I'm trying to hurry up here, get to bed, and end this recording. Still gotta finish up the trial here.
It's all right. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Why would I believe in her? I guess believe in her that she's the killer. All right, so press the button. See that. He runs over there. Sees the body hanging. Take down the curtain. Smash the stuff. When they did that, the piece is hung up there still. Last stock already, damn. The toad on their head. So that. Glue on the door. Wow, there wasn't too much on that. Again, this trial seemed very straightforward. Just a few little hiccups there, but then it's just the fact that like she seemed like such a odd person to be the killer.
I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment.
One thing I will say that it's a little like doesn't add up and it's a little like a plot hole is the fact that the candle blew out conveniently enough right when she needed it to. How could she have done that? You know.
That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video. So I immediately headed over there. That was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
This is a pretty good crime, like setup and trial, I feel like.
So I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick.
Ta-da!
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it.
Us opening that door, that picture down there is pretty dope. Just saying. Looks cool. This is very reminiscent to the third trial in the first game too. Double murder. The killer is like running with us, trying to blend in and be innocent. Did a lot of prep work.
Inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Okay. $69 points. Damn. Like, look at this. I was doing so damn good on everything. And then I think the 69 points here was the fucking one thing. What you call it? And then I had to spell out the thing. Because I wasn't doing too hot. And then I was doing good up until this last part here at the end where fucking I got like confused on what the hell was going on because I forgot about absorbing the bullets. Jesus Christ. Give me a second here and we will conclude this trial here. Okay. All right. Let's conclude this.
Your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please, who will be chosen? Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna try not to rush through this last bit, because I was like, I'm ready to get this part done. Because I know now it's just gonna be dialogue me reading, and of course, punishment time. All right. That bums me out about Mikan being the killer, but I see it. All right. Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right. That's 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying Blacken who killed the 2 girls was Mikan.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them? Don't joke around me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental. There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon we knew. Huh? Based on my predictions, she must have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case. Mikon too, you say? I know because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope, not a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime? Was that crossed your mind? It's heavy. Oh yeah, the thing. That's right, Mikon felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
And because of that disease, Mikon was the symptoms that were surely must have... Wait, the symptoms that she surely must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair of all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikon staying force is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now because she's infected by the despair disease. But he said he cured that shit.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope. There's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong. Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Beloved?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. They were still alive?
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted it. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full.
For the record, we didn't hate her existence. We liked her. She was a little goofy, but we liked her.
This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know... Wait, but you know, to transcend all that is truly what love is all about. I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you can no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking through it. That's why as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope and or despair? It's love, only love. Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about? It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that all this is thanks to the disease. because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? That seems dumb. This whole disease thing, this chapter was just dumb in my opinion, but whatever. It is what it is. They went with it and it's over, I guess, now. But if this means she remembers something and ended up like this, are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created me that everyone can forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. Who the fuck is her beloved? They're dead. Not Teru, right? Can't be. That's the key difference between all of you and my beloved. Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Do you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. You still doubt me? Then I'll prove I remember. I'll tell you all something nice. It about that World Ender organization. Oh my god. Sounds like me trying to read right now. It about that World Ender organization that all you worried about.
You serious?
You know? Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. Now that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also an organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation. That's right, the symbol on the ancient ruined doors. That's right. It was a Japanese word for future. This was the Future Foundation. What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves. What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of the plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh? I knew it. Monami, Monokuma, you're both members of that crazy organization, aren't you? Woohoo! Monami and I aren't members. I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own. Sheila did laugh too. Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You already know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us? Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Oh, hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You know about that? I don't know everything, huh? I have a feeling that's what this is, but but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything. Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person who's been spending time with up until now? The past. Past. That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to all you, as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? I agree with that. It's a pretty good point. Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think? I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads us back to that story about our stolen school lives. So it was true all along. Our memories were taken away. If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma. Is it all right for you to start now? Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
So it's over.
So it's over.
It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Again, who is her beloved? Was it one of the students that died already? It has to be. Unless it's another character that's not involved, but that seems very odd to put that in there, you know? Bye-bye, ouchies. Why did I know there's gonna be a big fucking needle involved in this? Oh, okay, it's a rocket arm. Akuma loves shooting motherfuckers in space. Huh? That's it? That's it? Everybody else we saw, like, getting stabbed and fried and shit. And she just shoots in space and that's it? Not even an explosion or nothing? That seems very sussy baka. Just saying. I don't think she's dead. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki. She's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? So I was right. She was afflicted by the disease, but not in the sense I was thinking quite. What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form, or is it that self of a symptom, or symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like this just because of remembering, then all along Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So let's move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope. That's impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... A house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been much easier if she was traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mika is not the traitor. The traitor's still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now? I'm not... That's how I... I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, wouldn't you... you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns in the future foundation. So you guys are like 2 hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say you're different from Monami. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just keeps going and going. I didn't even take time to eat my black bean right eye during break. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life has full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? He said that backwards, but yeah. I guess the true would be the other way too, I guess. But anyways. So in order to help you guys feel better, I prepare a special event. Special event? Head over to the first island's beach. An old friend is waiting there. An old friend. Could be Nekomaru. Is that it? Nekomaru is safe after all? Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru could come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru has returned to us, but I... 3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia. However, even so, I'm still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy. If you are happy, we should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those have been taken from us would do the same if they were still alive. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Shit, that line doesn't suit you at all. Silence, I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Heiko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them. Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Oh, she's actually crying. Oh, what the heck? Do you still have the aftereffects of that disease? I just don't get it all, Kane. All right, then, let's go. Yeah, you're right. It's not really that she's sad. Maybe she's just so happy. She's crying. Nekomaru's coming back. I heard that. We were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped onto the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others finish talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way.
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body. Nekomaru's body. It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens just because of that, I bear no responsibility. What'd you do, Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. Woohoo! What'd he do to him? As soon as we exit the elevator, we started running. Hurry to the beach on the first island. All right, let's haul ass. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept on running towards the beach on the first island. Where in the world's Nekmaru? Hey Nekmaru, show yourself. We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But what the hell? Man, he's nowhere to be found. Could it be we got did we get false info from Nekamaru again? Or Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned towards the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Again, with the it.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
He's a cyborg now. What the fuck? What the fuck? Now the question is it really like him in that body, or is it just a copy basically? 14 hour, well, 9 days, 14 hours. Jeez, there's a lot in that chapter. And Nekamaru's still on there. How many was left? 9 of us versus Apron. Ow, my ears. Got to turn down the volume. The achievements. All right. Let's make the save there. All right, ladies and gents, that's what we're going to call it for this episode. Apologize for this episode being a little long, but I will cut out like some of those spots where it's like where I'd step away, and then also the fact that I got stuck on that one spot for a hot minute. So I'll cut that stuff out and save some time on this recording. I apologize again for this one being a little long of a video. Probably the longest one we've done so far. We also did the investigation conclusion and then the trial. So there's a lot to take in on this one. But we'll see you in the next episode for Chapter 4, Part 1. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video if you guys are digging it. I do appreciate you being here for the conclusion of the video and keeping up with the playlist. So anyways, take care.